and my gal. The birds are singing for me and my gal. Everybody's been knowing to a wedding they're going, and for weeks they've been sewing every Susie and Sal. They're congregating for me and my gal. The parson's waiting for me and my gal. And someday we're gonna build a little home for 2 or 3 or 4 or more in love land for me and my gal. And someday we're gonna build a little home for 2 or 3 or 4 or more in love land for me and my gal. Here's a song that we've created, nothing too sophisticated. It's a theme that everybody knows.
Not a hilly-billy ballad full of sentimental salad, though you'll think it's silly, I suppose.
Our own refrain, child of our brain.
And our song is dedicated to the people who are mated. Listen now, for here is how it goes. Do you remember one September afternoon? I stood with you and listened to a wedding tune.
And didn't I go with you on your honeymoon? Remember me.
Do you recall a cottage small upon a hill, where every day you had to pay another bill?
And if I'm not mistaken, dear, I pay them still. Remember me.
I can see that little angel on your knee.
Can't you see? He kinda sorta looks like me.
For I'm the girl whose only joy is loving you, who worries till you hurry home when day is through.
And I'm the guy you give your goodnight kisses to. Remember me.
For I'm the girl whose only joy is loving you, who worries till you hurry home when day is through.
And I'm the guy you give your goodnight kisses to. Remember the fall I bought you the coat? You thought it was mink, it turned out to be goat.
Oh, yes!
I remember you. I'm glad I married you.
Maybe I should have played hard to get.
Glad those guessing days are
Keep
through.
talking, you haven't convinced me yet.
I might have still been chasing you around from pillar to post, but here we are at breakfast,
and I'm flipping the eggs,
and you're burning the toast. Gosh, the schemes that I went
you
through.
You really belong at the head of the class.
Just to be alone with you.
So that's why your car always ran out of gas.
Excuses to your mother and quarters to your brother. Now we're alone at last. I mean, those frantic days are past. I mean, it seems no other words will do. Doodly-doo, except gee, I'm glad I married you.
They're glad they married.
Oh, shall we dance? I'll never forget that look in your eyes when I gave you the ring. You were so surprised.
Now that we're married, I just have to tell you, I told the jeweler which ring he should sell you.
Oh, dear, I'm getting much too old for this dancing stuff.
Yeah, thank heavens the house isn't my name.
Yeah, steady now, steady. We will always be the same.
You'll always be so exciting to me.
Always glad that we became,
even when you were fighting with me,
a Mr. and a Mrs. 'Cause now we know what bliss is. I'm thankful that we met. I mean, I'd still be single yet. I mean, it seems no other words will do. Doodly-doo, except gee, I'm glad I married you. Gee, I'm glad I married you. It's a very ancient saying, but a true and honest thought,
that if you become a teacher, by your pupils you'll be taught.
Well, as teachers, we've been learning, and forgive us if we boast,
that we have become quite expert on the subject we like most.
That's right.
Getting to know you.
Getting to know you. Getting to know all about you. Getting to like you. Getting to hope we'll agree. Getting to know you. Putting it our way, but nicely. You are precisely our cup of tea.
Our cup of tea.
Getting to know you, getting to feel free and easy. When we are with you, getting to know what to say. Haven't you noticed? Suddenly we're bright and breezy. Because of all the beautiful and new things we're learning about you day by day. Haven't you noticed? Suddenly we're bright and breezy because of all the beautiful and new things we're learning about you day by day. Time has treated our love kindly, for I still adore you blindly.
There can never be another love for me. I still get jealous when they look at you. I may not show it, but I do. It's more than I can bear when they start to stare. Guess they think you're too good to be true. I still get jealous when we kiss goodnight, unless you hold me extra tight. And dear, I know a secret you didn't know I knew. I still get jealous 'cause it pleases you. I still get jealous when they look at you.
Remember the time you winked at the guy and I got the punch in the eye?
I may not show it, but I do.
Why can't you wink at the guys that are small instead of the guys that are tall?
It's more than I can bear
Inside
when they start to stare.
my pride.
Guess they think you're too good to be true.
A guy that marries the homelier kind settles for peace of mind.
Jealous when we kiss good
Your
night.
kisses are sweet. I like them a lot. They're worth all the troubles that I have got.
Unless you hold me extra tight.
Because I'm jealous as can be, I wish that you would flirt with me.
And dear, I know a secret
Pray tell.
you didn't know I knew.
Si, senorita. I still get jealous 'cause it pleases you.
Sun will shine again. So try a smile, then after a while the rain goes. There's rainbows, a song within your heart gives life a brand new start. So don't complain, for after rain the sun comes through. Morning, evening, any old time is time to say blues are leaving. Today is a happier day, for every drop of rain the sun will shine again. Sing this refrain, and every rain will bring a sunny day. Sing this refrain, and every rain will bring a sunny day.
Mary, would you step up and join me? Incidentally, did you notice that gorgeous brunette sitting next to me? Did you see how beautiful she was?
Well, she was all right if you like girls.
Well, now, Mary, please, come now, let's not be catty. Listen, here is a story about a guy who came home late one night.
Must have been about 2 or 3 a.m., something like that.
Got to get me some sleep, he yawned as he turned out the light.
Must have been too tired to do any reading, huh?
Whether he dreamed what happened,
What happened?
or if he really heard it, he wouldn't bet. but he swears that it sounded like two alley cats singing a duet.
Give me out, give me out, give me out, my pretty kitten. We will serenade the moon.
Nya, nya.
Give me out, give me out, give me out, my pretty kitten. We will croon a little tune.
Nya, nya. When the folks got home tonight, at 12 or thereabout, they locked the door and they forgot to put me out.
Oh, give me out, give me out, give me out, my pretty kitten. Meow.
Nya, nya.
Give me out, give me out, give me out, my pretty kitten. This is your boyfriend, Tom.
Nya, nya.
Come out, come out, come out, my pretty kitten. This is Tom, the atom bomb.
Nya, nya. I assure you I'd come out if only I knew how. They tell me that you really are the cat's meow.
Come out, come out, come out, my pretty kitten. Meow.
Nya, nya.
Nip. Little catnip. Meow. Yes, meow.
This is a philosophy of an unmarried man, I guarantee you. This is an old whittler sitting around on his chair and smoking, and he tells you what it feels like not to be married. Give me a bell note from the picture. Sun comes up and the sun goes down. Hands on the clock keep going around. I just get up and it's time to lay down. Life gets tedious, don't it? My shoes untied, but I don't really care. I ain't a figuring on going nowhere. I'd have to wash and comb my hair, and that's just wasted effort. My hound dog's howling, he's so forlorn. Laziest dog that ever was born. He's a hollin' 'cause he's settin' on a thorn and just too tired to move over. Tin roof leaks and the chimney leans. There's a hole in the seat of my old blue jeans, and I've ate the last of them there pork and beans. Just can't depend on nothing. My cow's gone dry and the hens won't lay. The fish quit biting last Saturday. Troubles pile up day by day. Now I'm getting dandruff. Grief and misery, pains and woes, debts and taxes, so it goes. And I think I'm getting a cold in the nose. Life gets tasteless, don't it?
We never argue, after all, Peter. We've been married for years, but we did used to argue when we were courting, huh?
Oh, well, when we were courting,
We'd walk along the street and look in the shop windows, and I'd see something I wanted, and you'd see something.
Well, window shopping before you... Well, that's natural, you know. I'll never forget, actually, the first time I looked in a window with you, and I said, gee, I wish I could have just a place of my own where I could smoke my pipe.
Lovely curtains of lace and a blue Chinese vase upon the fireplace.
Gee, I wish I could have just a place of my own where I could smoke my pipe.
Broadloom carpets on the floor, Chippendale with every drawer, filled with things that girls adore. And what's more, lovely curtains of lace, and a blue Chinese vase upon the fireplace.
Gee, I wish I could have just a place of my own where I could smoke my pipe.
Crystal glasses when we dine, yellow candlelight and wine. We'll have sterling silverware to spare, not to mention broadloom carpets on the floor, Chippendale with every drawer, filled with things that girls adore. And what's more, lovely curtains of lace, and a blue Chinese vase upon the fireplace.
Gee, I wish I could have just a place of my own where I could smoke my pipe.
Just a simple little room
Where I could smoke my pipe. When we're all settled then, I would like a little den where I could smoke my pipe.
in a room we could do in a light, cheerful hue of either pink or blue.
Knotty pine would be fine in that little den of mine where I can smoke my pipe.
Cinderella on the door, Humpty Dumpty on the floor, all the pictures kids adore. And what's more, in a room we could do in a light, cheerful hue of either pink or blue.
Do you think that will blend with the kind of a den where I could smoke my pipe?
Then we must include a pair of those little painted chairs that a dozen teddy bears can share, staring up at Cinderella on the door, Humpty Dumpty on the floor, all the pictures kids adore. And what's more, in a room we could do in a light, cheerful hue of either pink or blue.
Don't you think that's too sweet for a masculine retreat where I can smoke my pipe?
Just a simple little room,
Where I can smoke my pipe.
just a simple nursery.
Where I can... What?
Smoke your pipe.
We have a confession to make. Actually, you know how when somebody mentions their children, their father usually reaches for the hip pocket and out comes the pictures. We have a switch in our family. Mary is the one that carries the pictures. So help me, I've never carried a picture in my wallet. Just prove it, madame.
That's
Show them
true,
what you
Peter. I
have.
just happen to have some on me, look.
There you go, see? She carries the pictures. Tell us about Michael, dear.
Just take a look, that's our boy. You know he's Mummy's little pride and joy, the keeper of the keys to my heart.
What's he gonna do with that poison dart?
Just take a look, that's our lad. You know you love it when he calls you dad. He's all in life we'll ever desire.
Yeah, see how cute he sets the mailman on fire? Little rascal with his tousled hair always seems so full of life.
Tiny footsteps scampering here and there.
Now, see how proudly he carries that knife?
When he's not giving Mummy a hug,
You'll find him throwing acid on the rug
he's just an angel.
with an axe for a toy.
That's our boy. Just take a look, that's our boy. A little hero dressed in corduroy, inventing little games all the while.
Only kid in the neighborhood with a quicksand pile.
Falls in love with anything live. He wants a Colt for Christmas.
Colt 45, we're mighty proud to call him our son. Look at him load that gun. Got his own little shoulder holster.
We're mighty thankful for what we've got.
But I'm sure glad he's such a lousy shot. Take a look.
Missed me.
That's our boy. This is a song that I've received an awful lot of mail on, and I would like to, I'd like to do it again for you now because I have two choruses. This is a song dedicated to the housewife, and you'll know why in a moment. Go, man, go. I'll admit I split bananas, take Easter eggs and make them die. But I never harmed an onion, so why should they make me cry? I turn up my nose at turnips, don't care at all for carrot pie. But I never harmed an onion, so why should they make me cry? Potatoes I've mashed and berries I've crushed. I've made an artichoke, and that's not all. I've also whipped cream and beaten an egg. Yes, I've even made a melon ball. Of all these other things I'm guilty. If punished, I would know just why. But I never harmed an onion, so why should they make me cry? I cut off a head of cabbage, squeezed watercress until it's dry. But I never harmed an onion, so why should they make me cry? Once I saw a salad dressing, my face got radish, my oh my. But I never harmed an onion, so why should they make me cry? I once took apart a celery heart and got some peaches stewed beyond all hope. 2 melons once said they wanted to wed, but I told them that they can't elope. Of all the other things I'm guilty. If punished, I would know just why. But I never harmed an onion, so why should they make me cry? Mary, let's reminisce a little bit and recall that first romantic rival of mine. You remember?
Oh, yes, yes. Oh, I just adore the boy next door. I loved him more than I can say. La-da-da-da-dee-dee-dee. Oh, I just love this song. You know, every time I hear it, it reminds me of Henry Crabtree. And I can see him now stumbling awkwardly up the front steps, a loud knock on the door. And as I opened the door, he said,
Gosh, Mary, I think you better hurry, because if you don't hurry, we're going to be awful late for the dance. And what I'm told, all I can say is that you better hurry.
We went to the dance. Henry had on his first pair of long pants. And all night long, the cuffs kept falling down over his shoes. My, he was terribly embarrassed, but not me, because I love my Prince Charming. And as we strolled home that evening, I'll never forget, he leaned over and he whispered in my ear.
Gee whiz, Mary, you sure are keen. I'd like to see an awful lot more of you because you're so keen. And, all I can say is that you're plenty keen.
Henry's voice was changing. Soon we were in high school, and the main event of the season was the senior prom, and Henry took me. Of course, he was a little bolder that evening, and as we sat on a bench down by the boathouse, I'll never forget, he leaned over and he said,
Mary, you did it again. You were the belle of the ball. Have a peanut? We're going to college pretty soon. I'd love to continue our friendship along the same lines. Have another peanut? Gosh, I wish they were emeralds.
Finally, we were in college. Henry and I were voted the 2 most popular kids in our class. Gee, we had fun. There were dances and tea parties and picnics. And finally, the ultimate in sophistication, a real honest-to-goodness cocktail party. As we opened our first bottle of champagne, we lifted our glasses and I said, to you. And he said,
Boy, am I stinking.
I just adored him, but Peter